Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits. We got some things to talk about. This news. I'm going to tell you right now, this news, I really do feel that this is going to change the trajectory. I can't even talk right now. But I feel like this is going to change the trajectory of family vlogging. I said it. And you might be wondering why. I know a lot of y'all are already here, already knowing what I'm here to talk about. But I really do think that this could be the Logan Paul. This could be the apocalypse for family vlogging. Just wait. Just you wait. I'll explain a little bit. Trust me. Trust and believe. I do think that this could change some serious things out here. Okay? But we need to talk about this nonetheless because this has to do with children. This has to do with our children out here, y'all. And some people are doing some really disturbing and messed up things in plain sight. I know we talked about this earlier today about protecting our children, avoiding craziness like this at all costs. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep it real. This is when money, followers, subscriptions, whatever you have, gets people messed up in the head, making very stupid choices and doing things that are unbelievable. There's also something else here that I'm going to talk about in a second. There's a lot to dissect here, guys. Okay? There's a lot to dissect. And I'm not sitting here knocking all family vloggers. Okay? Let me just keep that a buck with y'all. Let me keep it 100. I'm not knocking that at all. Some vloggers, family vloggers, okay? But there are some people out here that just do too much. And I don't think it's good for anybody. Anyway, guys, we got to get into this. I got a lot of things to say. Obviously, you can hear it in my own mouth saying these things. I got opinions about this. Got a lot of opinions. So we're going to talk about this. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes as you guys start to file in. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you crush that reaction button down below. That would be greatly appreciated. This is a big story. And like I said, this could change the platform for family vloggers forever. Okay? So be sure to react down below. Be sure to hit that like button down below. If you're watching on YouTube, crush that subscribe button. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets. All right, that'll be greatly appreciated. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I go live, whenever I upload, because it is random. So please be sure to hit that subscribe and make sure that notification bell is set to all. If you're watching on Facebook, to my Facebook fam, what up, though? Make sure you've hit that follow button on my Facebook page. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. And of course, if you want to support the channel even more, you can hit that join button down below. Consider becoming a family member, all that good stuff. Or you can check out my Patreon as well. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. That'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, there's so much to say, so much filler. Oh my Lord. But I got to keep these lights on, baby. I got to keep these lights on. Now, I'm saying this because I feel that this could shake the very foundation of a lot of these family vloggers out here that make a grip of money on YouTube and elsewhere as well. The TikToks and even on Facebook, okay, and Instagram. This is going to be big. Big problems coming. Just saying that out loud. Just saying, it's coming. But one thing that I find very interesting about this story is that this particular case or this particular story has been going on for a while now, y'all. People have been complaining about this particular family, or at least the parents of this family, of this channel, on how they're raising their children, how they discipline their children, and all that stuff. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. But what really took this bad boy all the way home was how a kid, one of the kids, found their way out of the house to go to a neighbor's home to ask for food and water. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to explain it in just a minute. But one thing we got to look at is this. The person that's being arrested, has been arrested right now, her name is Ruby Frankie. She has another person, a partner of hers, that's also been arrested as well. But mainly this is the person we need to look at. Why? Because she had a fairly popular family vlog channel by the name of 8 Passengers. And you wonder, why 8 passengers? Well, just do the math real quick. Okay? So they had a very popular, fairly popular vlog channel until one day, a little while ago, that channel was shut down because of the things that they would show. They would be showing so many crazy ways, so many ways that they were disciplining their children that was very, for lack of a better word, not very kosher. Not how you raise children or discipline your kids. All right? I mean, I understand everybody raised their children in certain ways, but I'm sorry. When you're putting your stuff online like this, and it shows borderline for lack of a better term, I got to use these code words. Yeah, you're going to get a channel shut down with the quickness, and people are going to start looking at you with incredibly inquisitive eyes and accusatory eyes. Let's keep it real. But what really sent it home, I want to be real. What really sent it home was when this happened just a little bit ago. Let's take a look at this article. A child who climbed out of a window for help leads to the arrest of the 8 passengers' mother. So this very woman that I just showed you, all happy, looking like they're on the cover of a J. Crew magazine or catalog. All right. This woman in the middle, that's all smiles, this woman right here has been arrested because of the things that are being said in this article that are absolutely mind-blowing. Let's get into this. This is crazy, guys. Crazy. So, after a YouTube star was arrested and charged with aggravated CA, got to use these code words, guys. New information details that a child climbed out of a window to get help, which led to the discovery of Ruby Frankie, known for her YouTube channel. Not anymore. The YouTube channel's gone. Dead and gone. It's gone, babies. But it was a popular channel called 8 Passengers, which garnered the attention of millions of people around the world, was arrested Wednesday on 2 counts of second-degree felony aggravated CA. Hold on. I got to make sure I can see y'all's comments and stuff. This is insane, guys. Arresting documents detail that the arrest was made after a child climbed out of the window of Ivan's residence at around 10:50 a.m. Wednesday. So yesterday morning, and ran to a neighbor's home for help. The home belonged to Jody Hildebrand, who's involved with a parent counseling service called ConneXions, which apparently is they preach or they push some very controversial techniques on this counseling service, okay? And was also arrested in relation to the case. The child knocked on the door and asked for food and water, but the neighbor noticed duct tape on this poor kid's wrists and ankles and called police. That is the right thing to do. So not only I agree, okay, I agree, Amanda, smart kid, but also smart neighbor that they called the police immediately. Toots sweet. Yes, Raven, I agree. Poor children. But this is really happening out here in these streets. You can even these people who have huge YouTube channels, or at least used to. Again, during yesterday when arrests were made, the channels no longer exists, but it did exist for a time, and they had people watching that stuff, consuming it. Now, I'm wondering why people were consuming it, though, which we're going to talk about in a second. I promise you. But let's get back to this. Still mind-blowing. Knocked on the door, asked for food and water because the kid was starving. The calling party stated the juvenile appeared to be emaciated and malnourished with just this, okay? Duct tape around his extremities or their extremities. A statement from local authorities reads, police described the wounds, neglect, and malnourishment of the child to be severe, arresting documents state, and the child was taken to the hospital for treatment. Thank God. After the first child was taken into the hospital, another child was discovered in the home and was found to be in bad shape as well, officers reported. A search warrant was obtained by police, and during the search of the home, evidence was located consistent with the markings found on the juvenile. Arresting documents state Frankie was seen in a YouTube video filmed in the residence just days before the incident, which adds to Miss Frankie being present in the home and having knowledge of this stuff going on. The document states. So she was in the crib. She knew exactly what was going on inside that crib, inside the house. I'm sorry, guys. She knew exactly what was going on because she was going in there and doing work with this lady. Real talk. And what did she do? Instead of calling the cops, instead of confronting the friend, let's not forget, mainly setting these kids free and maybe giving them a burger, she just went ahead and said, all right, you do what you need to do, girl. Let's continue with our connections. Really? She just neglected this stuff too. Yeah, Shay. On Facebook. Yep. Hell yeah, she knew. And did she give a damn? No. Because let's not forget, allegedly, there have been plenty of breadcrumbs left on her YouTube channel before it was taken down of her showing her ass, showing her true self on how she would treat her own children. Speaking freely on this stuff, y'all. I'm saying freely. She didn't care. That's insane, y'all. We just this morning talked about the horrors that happened in Henrietta, Oklahoma. Things that were happening in plain sight. This was a repeat, disgusting monster happening in plain sight. He had been locked up for these things. These individuals, from what I know so far, were regular. Well, I wouldn't say regular, but they were coming off like they were coming off like regular individuals. Just happy mommies, right? Family people. Only to find out that they were doing just as disgusting things to their own children, and somebody else who was also working in that house as well knew what was going on and didn't lift a finger to seek help or give those kids any type of refuge. That's insane. Let's continue, though. All right. So, continuing on. Frankie did not speak with police and instead requested a lawyer. What else is new? Arrest information reports. She was ordered to be held without bail in the Washington County Jail. Damn right. Don't let her out. Keep her there, lock it up, and throw away the doggone key. All right. The Department of Child and Family Services was contacted. A statement from the Santa Clara Ivins Public Safety Department reads, and in joint effort with the Springville Police Department, 4 minor children were taken into custody or taken into care, of the Department of Child and Family Services. So what was happening with the other 2 children? Remember, they said there's 4 minor children. So what happened? Were these 4 other children her children? Were they Ruby's children, or were they this other woman's children as well? But still, doesn't make any sense that this woman still knew that there was wrongdoings going on with these children inside of that house, and she didn't do a doggone thing. She might as well, you could basically say she committed the same crime by walking in there every day and not even trying to help. That's messed up. Real quick, Raven McCall, thank you so much for being a member for the past 10 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Real talk, being a parent is the hardest job you will ever have. But if you just put forth effort, it could be the most rewarding job you will ever know. I agree. But what's crazy to me, let me blow my face up here. But what's crazy to me is that, man, I was just having this conversation, man, I literally on my way home, okay, with my kid in the back, all that stuff. I'm excited about being a dad. It's challenging. What else is new? You know, what isn't that's good? Not a bit challenging every once in a while, right? And what's not rewarding that doesn't have a little bit, or what isn't rewarding, I guess, that doesn't have a little bit of hard work involved, right? But I'm sitting there, I'm just like, some people just love the act of making kids, but they don't even want to take care of those kids. Some parents need a license to parent. And I know I've said that a billion times on this channel, but this is frustrating. This is frustrating that this is even real. And the fact that we just talked about something else that was along the lines of this, to a certain extent, about children being put in dire straits just this morning. It's mind-blowing, guys. It's mind-blowing. But let's continue on, because my Lord. Frankie's oldest daughter, Shari, I don't know. I don't watch the show or know of the, never seen the thing, never seen the vlogs. Okay. But Shari, Frankie, had made a post on her Instagram account with a photo of police captioned "finally," which I do have right here. So she posted this on her Instagram account. This girl knew what was going on. Again, I got some things to say here. So let me just say this really quick. Let me get through this part, and I'm going to say something real quick. Okay. And please, guys, do me a favor. Don't forget. All right. Don't forget. Hit that like button down below. Hit it. All right. Let's get it past 300 likes if you can. That would really, really mean a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook, keep hitting that reaction and all that. That would really mean a lot. Okay. And there's a really big reason why I'm bringing up this story, not only to just treat your kids with love. All right. Be respectful to your kids. Keep your hands to your doggone self and treat your kids with respect. Dag nabbit. But there's more to this. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that follow button on Facebook. But she says here, finally, we're going to talk about that in a second. But she said this. Hi, all. Today has been a big day. Me and my family are so glad justice is being served. We've been trying to tell police and CPS for years about this. So glad they finally decided to step up. What took them so doggone long? That's what I'd like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Kids are safe, but there's a long road ahead. Please keep them in your prayers and also respect their privacy. I get that piece. This is a lot for anyone to digest. But I'm wondering why she said finally. Then on top of it, she said all of this. Today's been a big day, me and my family. Which members of the family is she referring to? And I don't mean that in a trying to, make it seem anything sinister. I'm not. I'm just wondering what people in the family is she talking about? She talking about her dad? Was daddy sitting there going, yeah, yo, Sherry, your mama be wilding, y'all. Is he a part of that? Or not? Because when you say family, is it just the kids saying all this stuff? And what's going on with Papa? Is he getting arrested? Has he been arrested? Like I said, inquiring minds would like to know, because this is absolutely crazy. And the fact that she says finally makes you wonder what the heck is going on here and why did it take so long for anyone to do anything? They had to wait until a child snuck out of a house with duct tape for CPS and police to finally do something? That's crazy. Now, the reason why I say this is because, let me just say this, because on the side, Jay Aubrey, okay, he's a YouTuber. He said over on the side, so Ruby Frankie, mom from the 8 Passengers Family channel, I covered years ago. Hold on, let me blow this up for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, it says it right here. I'm going to highlight it for you. Right here. He says, so Ruby Frankie, mom from the 8 Passengers Family channel I covered years ago, is finally being arrested on, and I can't even say that stuff. But you see what I'm saying though, right? Now, the reason why, again, of course, he says glad to see it happening, but the fact it's taken this long is a grave injustice. Here are some recent posts from her eldest daughter. Pretty crazy, right? And the daughter literally said one of her first posts, it says finally on that mug. Why? And I'm saying, why did it take so god darn long? I'm about to curse. Why did it take so damn long? Why? Somebody answer that for me. Riddle me this, Batman. Why did it take so doggone long? You got YouTubers out here creating content, circling around, hovering around their channel, saying how up the stuff that they're seeing on this YouTube channel, and people are consuming this, y'all. Millions of views, and people are watching this like it ain't nothing. Now, I got 2 different things there. Is this they're watching it because they're just in awe of the things that they do to their children on the show? Or are they watching it because they go, I like Ruby. That's how you take care of your children. I don't know. But it's enough of a problem. There were enough red flags for other YouTubers, just like Jay Aubrey and a couple other ones, to talk about this years ago. It was so bad. And there was so much traction. and attention around this channel that the channel was taken down because of the content that they would put out. I'm not kidding. I just saw a video from Philip DeFranco, and even on his Philip DeFranco show, he's talking about some of the content that they showed, that they had on the show. One of them is this woman, Ruby, not even willing to drop off lunch to her own kid. What? I'm just saying that don't make no sense. How they discipline their child or their children. How she disciplines her children when they do something wrong or when they act out or something like that is mind-blowing to me. In fact, hopefully I don't get in trouble from, Philly D, but I think I'm going to pull that up because there's a piece. It's just a small segment that he said, man. And I'm going, and this was allowed on the tubes? What? Hold on. Let me make sure I got it. It just doesn't make any sense. And this is content that was okay out here. Yeah. Hold on, guys. This is just insane to me. Okay. And hopefully Philly D is cool with it. It's only a few seconds, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyway, because it just, like I said, doesn't make sense. Again, you got stuff like this that's going on out here, and it's just absolutely insane. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to show a little snippet of this. I'll even make it small. All right. Let's take a look.
Thing about you. You don't get to sneak. You don't get to hide. You don't get to have secrets.
People also resurfacing old 8 passengers clips, like one where Ruby said her 6-year-old daughter forgot to bring a lunch to school, but she refused to drop one off for her.
I know that her teacher is uncomfortable with her being hungry and not having a lunch. And it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with a lunch. But I responded and just said, Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, and she actually told me she did pack a lunch. So the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry. And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
You also have people pointing to one.
Hold on. Thank you, Philly D. I appreciate you, brother. But at the same time, what? So you got okay. So you got a child that may have forgotten to do the lunch or didn't make the lunch out of spite. Actually, it's a lot deeper if you really think about it. Think about it. And I might tap into that for a second, but it's your child. Regardless if they forgot the lunch or not, whether they were just being a nuisance, trying to be rebellious, trying to give you a hard time, or if they just plumb forgot and didn't want to get in trouble, because let's not forget, she said that the daughter lied about making the lunch. What if she lied because she was scared about the punishment? About not having the lunch? You got this woman having the audacity to sit there and say, and this is on a vlog, guys. Let me just, I just need to remind you guys, this is on a vlog. Okay, this is not just on some random thing. She put this on camera and said this stuff. She said that like it was normal. Like this was every day, y'all. Huh? Think about it. Why would the kid lie about lunch? Making sure her lunch was made. She could have been scared. She could have been trying to rebel because of how she's being treated at home. Either way, you got a teacher that calls the mother and says, please bring, she calls Ruby. I'm not even going to even use the word mother. She just calls the woman that brought her into the world. All right. And said, hey, can you just drop off some food? Because I can't handle seeing my student, the person you say is your daughter. I can't stand seeing her starve. And this chick, this chick has the audacity to go on camera, literally go on camera and go, yeah, if she gonna starve, she gonna starve. And she better not get anything from some friends, because she's just gonna have to deal with it. The what? And that's just one clip. That's just one. All right.
Clip where she takes away her older son's bedroom as a punishment for pulling an elaborate prank on his younger brother.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months, and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
You've been sleeping on a beanbag.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October.
He was.
Hold on. You heard that, right? I want to make sure y'all heard that. I mean, let me just say this too. If you type in onto the YouTubes and you just type in 8 passengers, first off, I did that too. I was like, okay, who's this 8 passengers, and why does that title sound very creepy? I don't know why, but it's creepy to me. It gives me cryptic vibes. Okay, but I digress. I put it into YouTube. It's nowhere to be found. The channel, it's been taken down because YouTube, good job, YouTube. They found out that, hey, the stuff that they're putting up here, no, not good, right? Because of content like this. But there are compilation videos, plenty of compilation videos of people that have put together videos from multiple vlogs showing how bad these family vlogs are, and how this woman right here treats her children. It's terrible. Let me just keep it a buck with y'all. This is terrible. And also on top of it, she said this thing, the son said, yeah, I was sleeping on a beanbag for 7 months because he was playing pranks on his brother. I get it. Sometimes you got to discipline your kids. But he didn't have a bed and a bedroom for 7 months? Even my dog said, what? Yeah. What? She doesn't deny it either. That's the crazy part of it all, too. She does not deny it. She doesn't go, now what had happened was, though. No, she just says, oh, yeah, can't believe you're saying that right now. Wow. And they still put it in a vlog. You got to remember, she has the final cut. She has the final say on anything that she was putting out here in these YouTube streets. And what does she decide to do? She puts it into her YouTube vlog. She lets it be there. Rather than saying, maybe we could cut that out because I don't think that's a good look on me as a mother and as us as a family, or us as parents, let's just say. But she still put that stuff out no matter what. Why? Because it's controversial and shocking and will bring views, so she makes more money? You got to remember, guys, like I said before, why was she suddenly garnering millions and millions of views? Was it because of the content she was creating? That caused everybody to go over and check her stuff out? She's doing what? Let me check out 8 passengers real quick. Oh my gosh. And they just keep watching. And she's making money. And it's not stopping the train. It's not stopping it. She just continues to make more content like it's nothing. Like I said, it just doesn't make any sense to me, y'all. Let me play a little bit more, but it's crazy.
sleeping on the floor in the family room.
And with all that, Insider even did a report back then in 2020 noting that these clips, along with others, prompted viewers to accuse them of child abuse, and Child and Family Services even showed up at their home. But that case was closed because reportedly the claims were unsupported. But now with
Okay, so they're saying that obviously we already know about this, and like I said, I go and check out Phil DeFranco's thing. Okay, all right, the man's a beast. We already know that. Okay, if you don't know who Phil DeFranco is, then you don't know YouTube. Okay, but nonetheless, you have family trying to expose Ruby. The father, I don't know. I don't know about the father so much. That's one thing that I'm still trying to figure out. What's up with Pops, right? What's going on with Papa? But again, family, one of the daughter did say, hey, finally it's happened. It's a big day. We've been trying to do this for years. YouTubers have been talking about this for years, y'all. For years. So much. Let me pull up a little video. We got some vids. Well, we got one, actually. Okay. But I do want to share with you guys nonetheless.
And you know what? I want to tell you.
And this is very interesting to me as well. Okay. Says who says that says that to their kids. Thank God they said their prayers. All right. So let's take a look at this. This is a short clip, but let's take a look at it.
And you know what? I want to tell you something, and I want you to really listen. We should have been in that crash. I don't know how we avoided getting hit, but you know what? There is not a single scratch on our car. There is not one person who got whiplash. And do you know why? It's because we said our prayers this morning. And we tried our best to do what Heavenly Father wanted.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to let that sink in. These are children. These are babies. These are little babies that she's having. Like, the what? That was a real moment that was on a vlog. That's insane. Okay. That's insane. Let's continue. So according to the director, Thorpe, of the PCA in Utah, okay, 90% of child A cases are perpetuated by people they trust. I think we all know this, but it's good to have a reminder. They said, I think it's really important to understand that children on average will disclose A 3 times before they get help or before they're believed. So it's really on us as adults who may be receiving this information to trust that a child is not making this up. Okay. I know that we live in some crazy Carly Russell times. I know that we do. But I would hope that if there is a child that's in need, that they would instantly say it out loud and they're instantly believed. I know we live in some crazy times. All right. There's a story of a woman who tried to fake her unaliving. There's another woman that faked her own crime just so that she can get a test. Okay. Because she was cheating on her man, her husband. There's plenty of people out here doing crazy things. But when it comes to a child, when it comes to a baby, little kid, they don't know any better. They're not out here trying to make things up and lie. Something this egregious, this unthinkable. It's frustrating and it's sad to hear that kids will speak out 3 times before they're actually heard or before they're actually believed. And I'm hoping that this is a wake-up call for all of us, because there's a lot of kids out here that do need the help. Because that should not even be a statistic. That shouldn't. The fact that you have, let me pull that thing up again, a statement from the daughter, from one of the daughters, basically saying that we have been trying to tell CPS and the police for years about this, and they were not even heard until just recently, is mind-blowing. You got people who are getting investigated. You got things that are being looked into. But then for some weird reason, because of a technicality, cops go, well, nope, there's nothing here to look at. We got to go. And those kids are stuck in that hell. Still stuck in that hell. That's very frustrating, y'all. It's very frustrating. Hence the reason why it's crucial that we keep our ears open and we keep an open mind when it comes to our kids, because you never know when they start to speak up. And it shouldn't take 3 times, period. But I said earlier in the show, right at the beginning of the show, that this is going to be a very interesting time for family vloggers. The reason why I say this is because of this. Listen, I'm not knocking family vloggers. I really am not. Okay? There's a lot of really great content out there, a lot of wonderful things. A lot of times these family vloggers, I mean, if you're not like the Ace family or something like that, where it's all like gimmicky and in your face and it's all for a buck. Outside of that, you have a lot of people who are just documenting to remember their daily or weekly diary entries into their lives, that they get to look back and go, oh, remember when our kid was learning to walk? We have it right here. And it's archived on our YouTube channel. Sure, it's got views and people watch it with us, but we can still go back and watch those moments. You know, man, I can't believe, remember when I was 20, 30 pounds heavier? Man, stuff like that. I can't believe I had that haircut. I mean, I wouldn't have that haircut, but you know what I'm saying? All right. Things like that. You go back and you relive those wonderful moments. Now you have a place to archive that stuff. And it's not only just for your own enjoyment, but for the people that watch you. But there are other people out here, like, you know, this woman right here. Okay, this lady right here that's making content exploiting their children, exploiting her family, and actually not giving a damn about how her stuff is coming across out to the rest of the world. Now, look at this. It says right here, right? We already know about the arrest, and you know she was on this. She had a popular YouTube channel and all that stuff. But let's not forget this piece. Viewers say or think they saw it coming. We just heard another YouTuber on Twitter, their tweet saying, "Hey, I talked about this years ago, and now finally this family of kids is finally getting justice. But it took them years to even have police to look in their direction in the right way." That, to me, is absolutely terrifying. You have YouTubers seeing this stuff and talking about it. Sure, it gets taken down. Their channel gets taken down on YouTube, but that's not full justice. It's not. Just because the camera's down doesn't mean that she's not doing that same treatment to her children still. So this is sad, y'all. This is very, very sad and can be very dangerous, because now people are going to be looking at this. YouTube is going to be looking at this and seeing something and getting very particular about the content that family vloggers make from this point on. It's going to be very tough. Let's be real. You already got all this crazy stuff. Understandably, all these criterias so that bad PDF files, if you get what I'm saying, aren't going and lurking onto these YouTubers' channels, especially when they're showcasing their children all the time and all that. They do all this extra safety precautions to keep the kids safe from those people on the outside world. But what about the people who are actually creating that content? I don't know if you guys remembered this, but a while back there was a YouTube channel, like they were a family vlog channel, and they were trash. Let's keep it real. But the entire time they were filming their kids beating each other up, getting into fisticuffs. They would play very disturbing pranks on their kids, terrorize their children on camera for a view. I don't know. I don't even remember the name of the vlog and of the family vlog channel, nor do I even care, because you don't treat your kids like this. Period. You don't. You don't do it on or off camera. But the fact that they were trying to scoop up a bag for this kind of stuff blows my mind. Yes, Daddy 05. Daddy 05. That mother lover. Yeah. He was out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff. He didn't care. He was too busy looking at his channel, getting the views. He didn't care. Those are the kinds of people. Those are the kind of people that you need to make sure are not vlogging their families. In fact, actually, no, I take that back. Actually, go ahead and vlog your families. But I'm hoping that if they're doing some wrongdoing, that YouTube or the people that are watching are reporting their asses, because they're exposing themselves. This woman has been doing it for a long time and nothing changed until just recently. And of course, her getting arrested now. But other than that, nothing's changed until now. People were talking about her for years, y'all. So that's why I say, hey, document, make beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous content that's heartwarming and amazing with your children, vlogging the life and making it awesome. But when you start pushing the envelope, when you start going above and beyond to try to just get a view, I'm telling you, it's only going to end bad for y'all. It's only going to end bad. Mrs. Q said, that is so sad. Yeah, it's true. It's sad. It's sad that there are content creators out here that will do everything they can, anything they can, to get a view. And they use their children or even their family as pawns in their game of trying to get a quick bag. But like I said, there's plenty of content creators that do really great family vlogger content creators that make really great content. Beautiful stuff. Some are very helpful and informative, especially when you're a new mom, a new dad, whatever it may be. Some are very uplifting. Some are very heartwarming. And you feel like you're part of the family. But then there's the other side, the dark side of these family vlogs. And those, I feel, still a lot of them still exist. And unfortunately, people feel like by them making that kind of content, it's just for views. When we're actually seeing a glimpse into how they really take care of their own children. It's sad. It's very, very sad. Shannon Lee just said I fell asleep on the couch, just woke up, and this is what I see. What the F is wrong with these parents? Yeah, all that. All that I can't even can't even say. But yes, who does that? Real talk, who does that? Who goes out of the way to do that kind of mess? Mercedes Rivera, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ivan, what up, man? Thank you so much for the 2. Spirit of Jezebel is out and about. Yes, 100,000 times yes. And what's sad is it's people who just don't care about the livelihood or the well-being of their own flesh and blood, and only care about making money or the vanity of being popular online. You got to remember this particular woman and her partner, let's not forget. Let me see if I can pull up the partner as well. But we can't, well, there she is. You can't forget that these 2 individuals, or at least she, okay, not in the shades, the one in the green tank top, she had a popular YouTube channel so much that either she was getting like the thumbs up from people on how she was handling her kids, or they were just watching because they were shocked. But she still felt like she had a platform to say these certain things because she got popular. And of course, she got popular for all the wrong reasons. And Snoozeroni, I'm still wondering about the dad too. That's what I'd like to know as well. I'm going to look something up really quick though to see if there's anything about that. But from what I understand, I think the dad works for a university, and I think the university is trying to distance themselves. They're trying to distance themselves from the father as well, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Ivan, thank you so much for the 5. Next 5 to 7 years, mental health is about to be worse with kids being vlogged and embarrassed. People have lost their moral compass for fame, money. Yeah. Vlog embarrassed. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad for sure. Sorry. Whoops. And yes, Debbie, I agree. Thank you so much for all the super stickers, all the super chats. I really do appreciate it. Nicole just said, I blame the audience. I think it's a combination of things, right? Because there's people who are going to embolden her or any person that has a platform. As soon as you have a echo chamber lifting you up and going, yeah, that's how you talk to the kids. And yeah, if he was a bad kid, that, yeah, he got exactly what he deserved, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it, honey. If somebody got a problem with how you're raising your kids, that's your business, how you raise your kids. If you're getting that kind of praise or that kind of support, in the wrong kind of way in this echo chamber, yes, it can turn around and turn venomous. Absolutely. I agree. Okay. Always. But again, this is the other person. Okay. To the left is Jody Hildebrandt. Okay. She was also arrested. Because of what was going on in her own crib. Let's not forget her own home, for those of y'all who don't know what I mean by crib. But yeah, this woman, Ruby, on the right of the picture, knew exactly what was going on in that house and did nothing about it. Those kids were not eating, and they were held against their will, for lack of a better term. In this woman's house, in the shades. God knows how long those kids were in there, in that kind of situation. We don't know. But this is very sad. Very, very sad. Okay, let me go into this article real quick. All right. So officers then, whoa, let me go to the top here. Whoops. To mom of 6 and her business partner, both parenting and lifestyle influencers. See, this is the thing. Like, don't see. This is why you got to be careful about any person that sits there and goes, "Oh yeah, I'm a motivational speaker." No, you're not. No, you're not. No. Take everything with a grain of salt, guys. Because sometimes the advice that people give out here is BS. Absolute BS. Okay. Yeah. If you want to clear your skin, lather your face with mayonnaise, especially the Miracle Whip. It will clear your skin up. Keep that on your face overnight. Just perfect. Like, people will say some crazy stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, then if it's Miracle Whip, oh, then I'm gonna do it too. I got some in my refrigerator right now, and it's not even expired. Great." People need to be smarter. Don't take everything. Okay, don't take every advice. All right, because some of it's just dumb. Okay. Yes, ASAP. Yes. Just lather it and you know what I'm saying? Just golden showers. Just dip. Just dab on your face. Tomorrow your face will be so clean. Good God. Come on, guys. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So, of course, we already know they were arrested, 2 counts of CA for each. Okay. Her business partner, who posted their latest YouTube video about victimhood and responsibility. How ironic. Responsibility 3 days ago on their page called ConneXions were arrested and charged on Wednesday after, of course, the Santa Clara police got a dispatch call at 10:50 p.m. at night. I said in the morning. That was a slip up. I meant in the morning. I'm sorry. I meant at night. Dear God. Wednesday night, this all went down. Upon arrival, police located the juvenile, who appeared to be malnourished and emaciated with, I can't say these things, but we already know about all that. Okay. So let's get down here. Officers then searched the residence. Of course, we already know about finding the other child. Investigators executed a search warrant on the home and rescued a total of 4 children before taking both Frankie and Hildebrandt into custody. So this is the piece that I'm still trying to understand, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have so many questions about this piece or about this part, because they said that they rescued a total of 4 children before taking Frankie and Hildebrandt into custody. Who were the 4 children? Whose children's were they? Was it Hildebrandt's children? Or were some of her own kids, were Frankie's kids in there too? Because you got to remember, Frankie knew what was going on in that house, and she didn't give a damn. She kept on moving. Whose kids are those? Were they all? Somebody just said, life according to Theo, the 4 kids are all rubies. Were they all rubies? Ray just said the fact that these kids were basically bringing in the income. Yeah. And that's how they were being treated. Unbelievable. Okay, thank you. So Jody does not have any children. So, wow, that's insane. Okay. Thank you. That's insane. Thank you, Life According to Theo. Because the way that they said it in this last article here, okay, as well, they just said a child jumped, climbed out of a window and went to a neighbor looking for help. And then they said that that it was at this home belonged to Jody Hildebrandt. See what I'm saying? Oh, let me blow that up. But it said that in that article that the home belonged to Jody Hildebrandt. That's crazy, guys. So she was holding it down. They were partners in crime, y'all. Partners in crime. That's insane. ConneXions is the name. Somebody just asked, what's the name of the channel? ConneXions. Actually, let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull that up. It might be taken down by now. Let's see. Oh, it's still up. Hamburger, it's still up. Hold on. We're taking a look at a little bit of this. Not the whole thing, because I don't want to get in trouble. But we're going to take a look at a little bit of this. Let's take a look. Let's go.
4-part series we are doing all on victim. And we are going to be talking today about denigrating victim. So just as a real quick recap, victim means I drop my responsibility. So because I'm human, I have responsibility. And when I decide through my agency, through my choices, to let go of being responsible for my perceptions and thoughts.
Okay. Is this for real? They got the whole the headpiece. Okay, they got the whole headpiece like they're like televangelists. God, I have to say, is speaking through me. I'm mopping my brow. Like, what is this? And the music behind it and all that. And the fact that they're also talking about denigrating victim, the denigrating victim. What? God, I said God. What is this? Real talk, what is this, y'all? The what? And they out here like, we're here to talk about the victim. What is this, guys? Come on, man. So what's really crazy? I don't know whose house this is, but imagine kids somewhere in this house whilst they are recording this. Can you believe that? Imagine that, y'all. She out here. Okay? They out here having this conversation. Do you see this girl, Jody, with her eyes closed? Like, yes, speak on it. Mm-hmm. Yes. What? And then the entire time, imagine if they're filming in the place where the kids are. These kids got duct tape and they haven't had a meal in a couple days. Think about that for a second. That makes me so mad. I know I'm laughing because it keeps me from crying, but I'm being dead serious. You got kids somewhere in this area whilst they are filming, and they're acting like that they ain't done nothing. Look at that, man. Let me play a little bit more of this bullshit. Come on. This is some bullshit. Sorry, pardon my language, but at this point,
For my feelings
Let's go.
and for my behaviors, I am in a state of victim. So victim is a place where I live. It's a place where I have pity for myself because I don't want to be responsible for me.
You don't want to be responsible for your own kids, actually. Let's keep that completely 100% on this biz-naive. So what are you talking about here? Why are you having this conversation in the first place? What is this? And what's up with the music in the background? I'm sorry, I ain't got time for this type of buffoonery. I don't. Especially when you know now where those kids were whilst they are filming this. I'm not playing any more of that. I'm not. We all just got dumber, okay? You could have said anything else under the sun, but you decided to talk about this BS. You just all made us that much dumber by listening to your BS for the last 45 seconds. Thank you. And may God have mercy on your soul. So, ConneXions has 4.7K subscribers. Small channel. And I'm wondering how early on, like when did they make this channel? That's what I like to know. Hold on. I'm looking it up. Oldest video. Well, apparently homegirl, Hildebrand, Jody, whatever the hell her name is. What's her name? Jody. Okay. So she had this channel on for a while, 10 years ago, y'all. And yeah, it didn't really make much moves. Like at all. Then homegirl got into it and now it's getting views. Or at least that's the vibe I'm getting. Hold on, I'm going back to latest. So she started with this and I guess it started getting some views, but I mean, you know, I want to play more, but I'm not going to play more because I'm like this close to doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just clicking on all of them just to see the buffoonery, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I don't have time for it. And I get it. Innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, but let's be real. These kids were found. Her own kids were found in these type of situations. She guilty. Okay? Period. And Jody. Unbelievable, guys. But again, you got these two monsters that are thick as thieves, apparently. You can even see it in the photo. Look at the photo. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Were the kids in the photo? Were the kids on the boat too? This is unbelievable. Ivan, again, thank you so much for the 5. Pascal, all 4 of those points, they just dry snitched on themselves. Yes, they did. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. They dumb. Okay? They dumb. I don't care. I don't have time for this type of buffoonery. I don't have time for this type of evil. They were too busy trying to scoop a bag on their own channel. Obviously, she didn't have her family vlog channel anymore, so she wanted to make some more money and she still wanted to continue preaching her BS. That's all it is. So it's like, okay, that just means I got to find a different way to finesse my message out here. But while she's doing that, these kids are locked up, not being taken care of and all that. Again, if that father is not catching charges right now, I don't know what to tell y'all, because that father should be catching as many charges as anybody else, because he knows he's living in that house with that woman, unless they're divorced now. But other than that, he should know. That's his doggone kids. Like I said, there are some great things about family vlogging and some really bad things about family vlogging. Same thing about true crime content out here. There's some great things about it, and then there's some really crappy things about it. You feel me? There's plenty of those, right? We all have the yin and the yang. There's the light and the dark on every single thing that's out here. But at the same time, you got two people that knew exactly what was going down and they didn't give a damn. Probably three people, because let's be real. Until we hear anything about the husband, to me, I think the father knows. Now, Jay Galaxy just said, Ruby and her husband are separated. I can see why, if that's the truth. He lives in another city, but see, I don't know. I feel like he would know. Okay. He's complacent. Shopaholic just said on YouTube, he's complacent. They were separated, and Ruby moved away to live with Jody. That does make me look at this photo a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of shaking going on. I'm kidding. But you never know. You never know. You never know. But I don't see it. I don't see it with her ways and her thoughts and how she sees the world. I just don't see it. But weirder things have happened, y'all. Like kids being found in the way that they were. Right? So I hope that they lock them up and bury him under that doggone prison. Yeah, Lisa. Lisa said, wait. Yeah. Hold on, I'll put that back up. You know what I'm saying? Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. There's beauty up above. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. And I don't care. So I'm just going to speak wild. Okay, I'm going to speak wildest in this microphone right now. I don't care. And if that is the truth, wouldn't be surprised. Why would Jody, how would that be okay? You feel me? Just saying. The analyst, yep. Thelma and Louise. You know what I mean? Facts. So, may they rot in jail. And I hope those kids get the right kind of therapy and support that they've been needing to have for the longest time, including the ones that got out, including the children that got out. Because some of them are older now and they have been able to find some sort of refuge by getting away, living their lives, growing up and getting out. But those kids still have a lingering piece hanging with them from the amount of I'm sorry for using these code words, but I got to. But the amount of that they've gone through. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. So I'm hoping that all these kids, all her kids, get the proper treatment and the proper therapy and the right ears that will listen to them talk, because that's what they need right now more than ever. All jokes aside, I'm just thankful that those kids are alive and they're okay for the most part. You know what I mean? They're alive, and that's what matters the most. What will entail for family vlogs in the future on the platform? Only time will tell. I'm really, really hoping that the bad family vloggers that are out here are exposed and they're shut down and they're looked into by CPS, law enforcement, whatever. That's what needs to happen. But when it comes to all this, it's heartbreaking that these kids went so long without any help until this kid climbed out of a window, knocking on the next door neighbor's door, asking for food. Think about that. Police and CPS couldn't do anything at all. Plenty of heads up, plenty of vloggers and YouTube channels, commentators talking about 8 Passengers channel for years. And police finally, and CPS finally look at this. Finally. Because a kid broke out of the house. That's scary, y'all. I'm hoping law enforcement and CPS look at this and realize that maybe there needs to be more work in the investigation side of things, especially when there are kids that are in dire straits. Because these kids should have been saved a long time ago. And that's the sad part about this. Anyway, guys, that's the video, or that's the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here, okay? I'm sorry I went wild there at the end, but there was just so much I had to say. And with this story, it is absolutely crazy. And I'm sure this story's not over yet. So as things start to percolate, as more information starts to come out, don't you worry. We will talk about it. I will give you guys updates if there's any updates to be had. We talk about everything on this channel, okay? So I appreciate you guys coming in and chopping it up with me on this. Stay tuned because there's a lot more coming up, okay? Well, Ivan, I appreciate it, man. And keep chopping wood. I don't know. You know what I mean? And enjoy those flapjacks. I don't know why I think of like lumberjacks and pancakes, but they go 2 and 2 in my head. I don't know. Do you eat pancakes? If you're a lumberjack, do you eat a lot of pancakes? I'm just curious. Ray, thank you. Thanks for taking time away from your family to be on here with us tonight, Pascal. Good night to you and your fam. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, without you guys, okay, without you guys coming onto the show, I'd be talking to a wall. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. Okay. Chop wood, sir. Yeah. Okay. And then eat pancakes. I'm just saying. Anyway, wait. Rianne just said, same here, Ivan. So you think about flapjacks when you think of lumberjack, like chopping wood. I'm sorry. I knew I wasn't the only one. Okay. Sam Smith. Anyway, Tia Cloud, this is my home state. I'm minutes away from one of the cities in the report. Thank you for covering this. I'm late, but I'm going to watch from the beginning. Oh, it's a roller coaster ride, so enjoy it, Tia. Enjoy it, baby. Okay. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all. Also, I will. Comments are going in fast. Nicole B. So far, let me just do this really quick. So far, there is no updates. I've been looking. I am looking that up, refreshing pages, re-googling that whole story, and so far, Kadane's story, I have heard nothing so far. Nothing. Zero. Okay, so I'll let you guys know if there's more information. I promise. Okay. But we have nothing so far. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. It's too heavy to chop wood after you eat pancakes. I said chop wood and then eat the pancakes, son. You know what I'm saying? Get that calorie burn and then re-up. You feel me? You don't understand. I appreciate you, Ivan. You guys have a great night. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Please and thank you. Don't forget to hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook. Of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you crush that follow button. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets. All right? I appreciate all y'all for being here. Have a great rest of your night. I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Eat a whole lot of flapjacks and then Or no, chop wood and then eat flapjacks. I'll see you guys very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.